going on? This is Brian Adams from the basement. As you can see, I'm in my gym gear and I'm wearing cutoffs. I like to wear cutoffs because it makes me feel good, and so when I'm in the gym, it makes me just go that much more harder. Every rep counts. And as I started wearing cutoffs in the gym, my cutoffs started getting shorter and shorter and shorter because I started liking this look more and more. And in the newer age gyms, you know, you've got a deep hole in here. You kind of have to wear a wife beater underneath your shirt because they have different health code regulations and things like that. And plain simply, I kind of like the look anyway. I match my wife beaters with my shirts and things like that. As you can see, I got on my flash shirt, and you can see my cutoffs are real short to my shoulders, so it's kind of showing some of my wife beater. And I kind of like this look. And quite honestly, I see a lot of other guys in the gym. They got kind of the same look, but I'm kind of killing their look. And so I've made a whole line of shirts dedicated to this look, and so that's what this video is about also, because I'm introducing my new line of shirts, and also how to cut your shirts like this so you kind of get right down to there. Alright, as I said, I'm coming out with a new line of shirts, so here's one of them here. You see it says hustle for the muscle. You know, it's one of the shirt, the muscle sayings. And then it also has my signature on the back. I have a whole line of shirts. I hope you check them out. I got the link at the bottom of this video. But in order to make this shirt a cutoff like this shirt, I'm going to go through the process of what I usually do. Now, first off, you really want to maybe give this shirt an iron because, you know, it comes brand new. It's got a couple of wrinkles and creases in it. So hit the iron up. Put your shirt on your ironing board. If it's got some sands in the middle of it, you know, don't worry about that. You really just want to iron the edges out a little bit. You don't really even have to go way up on the sleeve because you're going to cut that off anyway. So you want to iron up to where you're going to cut there, iron down there, just to make it a little flatter, a little evener. Boom, 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 hit it up. Not much. You really don't even have to iron the back so much because you're just cutting it anyway. So you take the iron, take the shirt, put it over to the other side. If you got some stuff on the back, you probably don't want to hit it with the iron because you can mess it up. Again, you know, you just really want to iron the edge of it right there like that anyway, just to make it a little smoother. Sometimes you don't even have to do this, but you know, this is a little extra step and it kind of helps. So I'm here to give tips, pointers, and advice. So I'm going to do it right for the video. If you can see my dryer over here in the back too, don't worry about my dryer. It's all messed up right now. I'm gonna fix it, okay? I'm gonna fix it or my baby will kill me. Y'all know how it is. You own your own house, stuff be messing up. You got to fix it. Alright, so he gave it a little ironing. Boom, boom, boom. Now I'm ironing the cut to about right here. It looks pretty good, pretty flat, so I'm done. That's it. You hit the iron up. It just helps out a little bit. Unplug your iron, don't start a fire. I got a nice flat edge across the sides of the shirt. Makes it easier for cutting. A couple other tools that you want to have is a good Sharpie or a marker or anything to mark the shirt. It really doesn't matter what color it is because you're going to be cutting that part off anyway. And of course, some good scissors. If you can hear them when you squeeze them, then they're probably good. You know, they got to be pretty sharp because you want a nice, good, clean cut edge. And that's pretty much all you need. Now, first off, you just want to look at the shirt and kind of get an idea of where you want to go. Now, since I want my shirt to look pretty much just like this one, I already know where to go. If you want your shirt to come out a little bit wider, then, you know, kind of measure it. You can take a ruler and measure it, but the main thing is that you want both sides to be even. No matter what you measure, if it's 1 inch, 0 inches, if you want to cut right by the sleeve, then cut right by the sleeve, but you want the same on both sides. You know, you don't want to be lopsided like, okay, you know, it looks like you always got to twist the shirt around or something like that. Another thing, also be aware that once you cut the shirt, you're going to have this straight edge along the cut, and it's going to kind of roll in about like a centimeter, not even a centimeter, about a half or 1/4 of a centimeter. It's just going to kind of roll in, so you want to just be aware of that it's going to kind of roll in so it looks like it came out of the store and not like you just cut it. So what I like to do, just to make sure both sides are even, especially now that I have my flat shirt, boom, hustle for the muscle shirt, my Brian Adams signature shirt, hello. What I like to do now that I got my Hustle for the Muscle shirt, I want to take it and put it together. Put both sleeves together. Boom. It's flat because you just iron it, so it's really, really even. Eye it up. You see where the sleeves are. Boom. They're together as close as you can make it. It's gonna make it nice and even. Now right here, I take it. Got my Sharpie. I know kind of where I want my shirt at, so I'm going to take a little mark here. Mark across the top of the shirt, so then you get a good mark on both sides and it's the same side, I like to leave a little playroom just in case, because you can always cut more off, but once you cut it off, you can't get it back. So, I like to kind of go a little bit further out with it. I'm going to go ahead and give a little mark right about here. It's on the same side. Boom, 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 boom. And then while you're marking that up, you also know about where you want to go down to. This part is even too, so you just go down here. Again, I want my whole depth to kind of come to about my waist, so that when I'm wearing a white beater underneath it, it looks just like this. So I like to go about down here. Again, you want to make sure that both sides are flat. You really don't have to worry about it because, again, you're going to be cutting that mark off. Now, some people want to worry about, if their line is going to be straight and all that. So you can make a mark all the way up there if you want to, but I find that very rarely do you even follow that mark anyway. So you can do that if you want to. I don't think it's really necessary. So I got my starting point and I got my end point. That's really all I need. Now, some people might think that I would take the shirt like this and cut it like this as well. But what I find is that if you try to take a shirt that's folded and cut, there's actually like 4 layers of material, and that's kind of hard to cut, and the shirt kind of moves and wiggles, and it's not going to come out even anyway. You're going to get a better cut if you unfold the shirt. Unfold the shirt. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. It's just a cut. Might have to do this in fast motion. Now, you don't have to really worry about that mark that's on there. You wash the shirt, it's going to come off. Or you can cut it off or anything else. You can still cut down to that depth. No problem. Alright. There we go. We got it cut off. It's good. Looks good. Looks good and even so far. Looks good and even on the back. Looks good and even from the front. Now me, I might actually do another cut because this might be a little bit too long for me, as you can kind of see here. But I kind of like this even cut. I can keep it like this and cut more, whatever you want to do. As you cut near the bottom, you want to be aware of the angle that you're cutting in, because it can create like this weird flap on the side. So just give a nice little round cut, because then that way it kind of just comes down as a whole. No big problem. But if you want to get creative with it, as you're cutting, you could start out and then cut in and out, or straight down and out, or you can cut down and then straight out. If you want to, go right ahead. Just make sure you do it even on both sides. Make sure you have one of these Bryan Adams shirts, Hustle for the Muscle, with the signature on the back. I like my signature. I think my signature is gold. I'm going to try to brand it and put it way out there. There should be a link at the bottom of this video if you want to check out some more of my shirts. Let's get on it. Yeah, that looks pretty dope. Alright, here it is. Here's the cut. As you can see, it kind of goes right out to my shoulder here. It goes right down. I can see the white beater all the way down to my side. It's even down here, same side over here. But for me, I kind of like it a little bit thinner than this. Most guys kind of like it about this length. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and make another cut and make it a little bit thinner so I can see a little bit more of the white beaters, or whatever color white beater I want to put on underneath there. I kind of like to show the white beater. So I'm going to do another cut and show you how that goes. Alright, this is the finished product. The Hustle for the Muscle shirt is done. It's cut evenly up to the top. It's even on the bottom. It's even up at the top. My Flash Gordon shirt did go in just a little bit further than this one, but I kind of like this one just to the top of the white for the white beater, and that's how I want it to match. Plus it goes right down the sides of the words. And that's another thing, a lot of the shirts that you'll find on my website or in my Spreadshirt or wherever you find my shirts, a lot of them are designed so that you can cut off the sleeves like this too, so that the print isn't too big. The print should be just even enough so that you can make a nice clear cut right down through the sides. You can still read it. It's still going to look good. You're going to feel good. You'll be able to see your sides and your lats and all of the obliques and everything else as you're doing your lat pull downs and your bicep curls and feeling real good in the gym and just giving it your all. You'll be hustling for the muscle just like I am. So again, please check out my shirts. Please check out my videos. Hit subscribe. Buy the shirts. A couple more tips too, just at the end. If you do need to make some modifications to your shirt as you're cutting, if there's any frays, just make sure that you're going evenly down, smooth. You don't really have to mess with your bottom holes too much. You really shouldn't have too much of a problem if you follow these tips in the first place. Because who wants to really mess up a shirt? Even if it's a junker shirt, you still don't really want to mess it up. You just want to, you know, have one good cut and be done, you know. So follow those tips. It'll definitely help you. Making any modifications, it should be very minimal. Cut off any little frays. Again, that's going to kind of roll up on you on the inside and give you a nice little smooth, even look. You know, the shirt might wiggle around a little bit, but definitely is even. Looks good, and thank you for watching. Please watch my other videos. I'm out.